Today we are making these labels from fabric scraps. We'll use our sewing machine in free motion mode, and I'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. First, you're going to need some stabiliser. Iron-on stabiliser is ideal. And cut up the fabric scraps in the size that you want for your label. Mine are actually quite large. You could halve those if you want. Those pink lines are chalk lines, so I always do some chalk lines first. As you can see, everything is in a hoop to keep it nice and firm. Now I'm sewing in free motion mode in real time so you can see, and the colour of your bobbin will sometimes show through, and you can just see a little bit of colour coming through. You need to go slowly with this. I've had a lot of practice. I'm using a darning foot, and to put your machine in free motion, there's usually a toggle at the back, or sometimes it's a switch. I'm using an ordinary needle because things are not too thick, but you can use a denim needle if you prefer. Now just watch me go, and this, as I said, is at normal speed. Not only does the hoop hold everything firmly, but it makes it easier to move your stitching around on the machine. Now I've removed everything from the hoop, and I've cut each of my labels out using scissors or a rotary cutter. Now I'm going around each of the edges just with a straight stitch, and I'm going to go around twice. You can do any colour here, and it's just because I like the effect of doing it twice. Don't worry if it gets a little caught, you can just iron those corners out. I'm showing you this one because it's actually the cuff of a shirt, so it's a little bit thicker and sometimes easier to use. I'll cut off all of that fraying, but because you've got stabiliser on, it does tend to keep the fraying to a minimum. Again, I'm going around my stitching twice just because I like the effect. You could use a different stitch if you prefer. This is just an ordinary 2.4mm stitch. I could have kept everything in the hoop and sewn around each of the rectangles, but you know, I don't always do things the easiest way. And now it's time for the hand stitching, which is the most relaxing part of the whole thing. Now, if I had been smart, I'd have done this label and sewn it onto my facing before I attached the facing to the dress. But hey, I'm actually using an invisible thread here and just some simple straight stitching, so you actually can't see it at all. I always try and match the labels to the colours of the garment that I'm using. Enjoy and subscribe for more.